Hey, it's Lisa, Fossil Fun and Female. Today is the 15th of August, 2023. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to show you some of the finds from Durango, my trip to Durango. It's interesting. These are a lot, I believe, more kind of like biology versus geology. So hopefully you can see what I mean, but here's one odd So, can you see that real good? Maybe not. Is it blurred? Anyway, it just doesn't look like, oops, there we go. Just a rock that formed that way. But I could be wrong. I very much could be. I'll show you quickly these two, like here. All of them first, and then I will just pick some of them out. They're all pretty cool shapes, sizes, colors, lots of colors in Durango, and a lot of smooth rocks, stones, fossils, tools, whatever we call them. Here is one. It just doesn't look like an ordinary rock. Like it's just, made up of some sand and grout or whatever. Silica. This one is very interesting as well. I have a spray bottle, so I'll show you dry and then also wet. Can you see it that good? So to me, it kind of looks like on this side a bird. You can see that would be the eye right there, and this would be like the beak area. If, the global flood that happened, everything was fossilized because it was the perfect condition. Whew, it's still hot here, but it has given us a break, the weather. Hopefully you're getting a break too, wherever you are, and not in these tragedies that are happening worldwide. Anyway, back to this. Yeah, I just see different, like this used to be, it's biology, not geology. And if you just look at all this stuff, I've been a nurse for over 20 years now. But anyway, bones, the different things you can see if you really look at it all the way around. That even looks like a brain, the structure of the brain up there on the top. It's really crazy stuff. This right here looks like, let me see, I have to, so there's like it's a smashed face right here, and then there's the nose is right here, and there's another little hole right there. And that's the nose and the eyes. And it's smashed, like it was smashed and then fossilized. And how Mud Fossil University, Roger Spurr explains it, is that just there's a transition it goes, where all of the stuff inside go through some, transformations, and then all the stuff that's around this particular biology fills up in their, pretty much in their shape, but then they're smashed, But it is way amazing, way cool. And even if, there was somebody that proved him wrong, these are still way cool. I think way cool. Oops. This one is another interesting piece. It's flat. See how flat that is? Like kind of like Pantene or that stuff. But it also looked like a duck or something that was once alive, and then it could have been used for a tool. they just thought, man, that looks like a pretty cool thing to like, just let's, use it as a, what are they, flattener, polisher, whatever that was. It kind of looks like that. It makes so much more of a difference when you can hold it and look at it and, to change it, because this just doesn't, pictures does not do justice, but it's better than nothing. And I do feel like a lot of the ones that have faces in them is kind of like, signature of it used to be biology, not geology. Just a thought. Here's another one that looks like this could have been the skull right here of some bird or something. You can see how it appears. This one does look like it's a accumulation of a bunch of stuff rolling down the hill, but it was still very interesting how it had this right here look like it was used as a tool, or it was a bird, but you can see like just a bunch of stuff in there, like different stuff. And it could have very well be, the mineralization of the different organs inside the bird or whatever it was. But it's still really cool, just the shapes and stuff you can find, and the way they look on the side. They got pretty good, linemen all over, and just like all the other nature stuff that has some perfectness about it. It just doesn't look like it was just a rock. Did I show you this one? I think so. Don't that kind of look like a bird right there? I mean, just right there. But it's not, it's like I don't know what it is. It's a rock now. There's even a face right here. There's an eye. And it's interesting. But who knows? It's got some interesting markings. This one kind of looked like a fish. But most definitely like a, tool too. See how it's, I don't know, what do you think? See it's just so interesting, and it has these, tops and pointy stuff. It looks like it's been worked in here, but it also just looks like it could have been a fossilization of a fish. We don't really know what the stuff looks like, right? We don't really know, but what they tell us, this is just an odd, kind of looks like an arrow, It looks like here, there's even like a little eye right there. It's kind of crazy, but they are very interesting, intriguing. Huh, let's see. What was that? What was that? What is that? Another fish? Don't know. Here's another very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. This is very heavy. So I've always thought that the fossilization stuff does feel heavy. It fossilized with a bunch of, filled the cavity up of whatever it was. And this is heavy. Heavy, like you can tell it's dense. And that too looks like a bird from this view anyway. The beak, the eye. It's just interesting what they do look like. And the other side's usually smashed. That's because it was laying on the mud, and on top of something else, and on top of something else, on top of something else. But it's an interesting piece. It just doesn't look like it's a rock. What do you think? Don't know. Don't know. The mosquitoes, get away from me, I tell them. Get away. Another odd piece. How many minutes have we gone? 10? Okay, we got about 5 more. I mean, isn't it just odd? Odd, I say it's odd. This one too. Looks like there's like a cut in the skull or something right there. You can see that. Because this kind of looks like a skull to me. Um, get away from me. That side you can, it looks like a head of a bird. But don't know if we'll ever know. This kind of looks like a snake head. If you look at the, wow, that's another strange looking piece. This is pretty, it's pretty heavy, so it's very dense. It's got a very almost luminance, what is it? Like shining color to it. I can't remember the word. Illuminance or something like that. I can't remember all the chemtrails. That is very nice. Let me spray it. I didn't spray. Let's see if you can see the beauty that comes out in it. See all those beautiful colors? But again, it looks like it could have been something once alive. It's probably about, I would say, like at least 5 pounds, if not 6. You know, it's pretty. My arm's shaking just trying to hold it up. You can see on the back too, where right back here, where there would other things that would be connected to the body. I don't know. Could have been a big fish. Look at that. Big old fish. Who knows? But again, it's pretty darn cool. And this one. Now I'll spray it so you can see the difference in this. I thought that's what caught my eye right there. And then the rest of it's pretty cool looking too. It's like a bluish color. And there's the face again. That's the front. So it's a pretty thick piece, but again, it just looks like something that was once, alive, biology versus geology. Interesting, huh? So when I spray it, so on the side view with that eye there, what would you say that looks like? Looks like the other one's kind of right there, smashed, that sort of. I don't know. It's very interesting stuff. Interesting. If anybody knows anything, please leave a comment and say what you think it is. That would be awesome. This is another odd. It's like a ball. So it's pretty much just a ball. Like it could be a skull. It's got some interesting colors. Don't know. Pretty interesting. It's heavy. It's dense. And we got 12. Is that right? 12? 14, I think. Anyway, here's another one. To me, this looks like the eye, and then the beak is like right here. And it's flat on this side, basically, because if the global flood, which did take place, the Bible said it did, and they've proven it, with all the things that are found everywhere, then you're finding all sorts of strange biology instead of geology, which is really cool. something fun to do. This too, I mean. Interesting, huh? I find it extremely interesting. Here's a nice green piece. Looks like it was, you know, either broke that way or they broke it that way. There's a little, like bulb on there, if you see. Looks used, right, as, you know, worked. It is smooth. Smoother than some. This was, it's an interesting shape. Sits flat like that. Like a, kind of like a Hershey's Kiss, maybe. And I don't know. It's an odd stone, rock, whatever you want to call it. This is another one of those. You know, is it a tool or is it just something that was shaped that way? See the end right there looks like it's even been used right there. You can, I don't know. I don't know. Don't know. This kind of looks like a heart. Smooth. Smooth move, X-Lags. Don't know what it is, but it's cool. Smooth. This one is very interesting. Oh, I've done 17 minutes. Jeez, I just lose track of time. Okay, so that's it then. Guess I have to say adios and goodbye. This one looks like a bird too. Look at that. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already and leave a comment. Bye.